Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just woke up, and I wanted to come on here and run my mouth before I head out and go to work. So someone sent me an email. I told y'all I was getting better at checking my emails, but someone sent me an email asking me to speak about Dr. Dre's daughter. He has a daughter that's, in a nutshell, basically, he has a daughter who's homeless, and I think we've talked about this before, probably like a year or two ago, I believe. I think we've talked about Dr. Dre and his daughter before. I'm almost like 99.9% sure that we have. But anyway, so she's homeless, and from what I read online, she is living in her car. She has 4 kids that stays with friends. I think sometimes family members too. I think the last time she saw Dr. Dre was 18 years ago. She said that he was giving her money up until 2020, which was last year, and then it stopped. I think he got upset at her when she went to the tabloids the first time. Remember? She went to the like we have talked about this before. She went to the tabloids before, and he got upset. The only way that she can really get in contact with him is through his lawyers. So she doesn't even have direct connection to her biological father. I'll put the links to the articles in the description box, but I don't know, y'all. Like, let me just say this before I get into what I think. I understand that this woman is grown. I understand that some of you have questions of where the baby daddy at, or where the baby daddy's at, right? I do not understand how I see so many people. I saw so many people online when I was sitting on the toilet minding my business. Hello. I saw too much information. I saw so many people online basically saying that this was okay. In my honest opinion, I don't think that this is okay. How are you almost a billionaire and you have a daughter that's homeless? Now, we don't know the full story. Someone could also ask the question, well, Miss LaTanya, what were you doing with the money that he was giving you up until he cut you off, right? What were you doing with the coin, girl? How much was he giving you? So those are questions, and I will say I think some of them may be legit questions, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Like, her baby daddies or baby daddy is the same place where our daddy's at, with another, on the other side of town, raising kids that he done had with another. So that's where they at probably, or in jail. So we can't use the excuse of, well, where the baby daddy's at. The same place where your baby daddy at, in the same place where my mama baby daddy at. Hello? Right? With another woman, with another kids, ain't thinking about us. Right? I just think it's trash. And the reason why I'm going to give LaTanya the benefit of the doubt, even though we don't know all the information, is because when I look at Dr. Dre and the information that we know, his character is completely flawed. From the information that we know, why would we want to give Dr. Dre the benefit of the doubt? So I'm going to go out on a limb and give LaTanya the benefit of the doubt. The only way that you could probably make this make sense to me, and even then I would still have questions, if they came out and said that his daughter was some crackhead whore who spent all her money on dope, and that's why he decided to cut her off, I would then ask, well, what about the grandkids, right? So okay, you decided because you decide. I'm just giving. This is not factual. This is just trying to give him a bone. And I don't know why I'm trying to give him a bone, child. But even if that was the truth, that she was like just one of the most trifling people walking around town, what does that have to do with your grandkids? So let's say his daughter is trifling. You still got your grandkids around her moving from pillar to post. So it's still not acceptable in my book. Take the daughter out of it. What about your grandbabies that you got moving around from friend to friend to family when they granddaddy is a whole billionaire? I don't know. I just, it's weird to me how so many people online are, she grown. This is what, I'm going to say something and y'all can take this how y'all want to take it. Black people, y'all can be confusing the hell out of me sometimes. Like, 1 minute it's generational wealth. We got to build generational wealth. Well, bitch, when you got it, you ain't trying to share it. Like, I saw Coco, not to go off, but I saw Coco from SWV basically talking about her son and how she knew that one of her sons was gay and how she didn't care and how she was always gonna love her baby. That her baby came out of her cooch, so why would she not love him? And I saw so many people in the comment section like, "Oh yes, Coco, I know that's right. Girl, I know that's right." No, I don't know if that's right because a lot of y'all sitting here talking about yeah. But girl, let these blogs post something about LGBTQ in 5 minutes, and girl, all y'all gonna be on the same page, off with our head. So I don't be knowing what y'all really be thinking, what page y'all really be on. 1 minute we all about family and making sure the family has generational wealth, and then the next minute it's, oh bitch, you 40, fuck you hoe, figure it out. Girl. I think that a lot of people are not able to call home, and if they get in a bind, say, "Hey, daddy, do you have $5,000, $10,000, $3,000, $1,000, $2,000, $1,500 for my rent? You know, I'm behind on rent. I'm behind on daycare. I need some help." I think a lot of us can't do that, right? So we're used to having to figure it out on our own. Whether it's overdrawing your bank account, selling pussy, selling dick, whatever you got to do to make sure the rent get paid, the mortgage get paid, you got gas money, you can get the kids back and forth to wherever they need to go, you can get back and forth to work, right? You might have to have a nigga come over and, you know, you have to caress his thigh for a couple of dollars, you know? But I think the majority of us are probably closer to that than to having a father who's almost a billionaire. I saw Shannon Sharpe. He was online. I took a picture of some of his tweets. He was online basically defending Dr. Dre. When I tell y'all, I have told y'all, and y'all gonna start to listen, that when it come down to these niggas defending each other, baby, it's like a telephone rings and every nigga's phone goes off. And you better believe they gonna stick up for each other. Now, they don't give a damn about the black women and the black gays and black trans and the black kids, but baby, when it come down to defending the other nigga, their peer, oh baby, they gonna defend. So these are some of the things that Shannon Sharpe tweeted out. Someone wrote him, if she's 38 and grown and still needs to call and still needs her daddy to survive, her daddy didn't take care of his own responsibilities. And then he tweeted back, probably taking care of them too well is why we're here. You know what's so crazy? I think that for a lot of parents, if your kids grow up to be, you know, a doctor or a lawyer or the president of the United States, then you want to take all of the credit. You know, I raised my daughter and she's a doctor. I raised my son and he's a lawyer. Well, guess what? You raised your child also, and they turned out to be ain't shit. So take credit for that too. You just can't take credit for the good stuff. I get that we're grown. I understand that we're grown men and women, and we do what we want to do. And sometimes parents do the best that they can do. But the same way you're going to take credit when your daughter becomes a lawyer, you right, the United States Attorney General, then take credit too when your son or daughter don't turn out the best. Because that fall on your lap too, right? I just had a convo about this. She is grown. Who know what she done to F up along the way? And then he tweeted back, people will F up your money and get upset when you say no more, then try and put you on blast. I believe that too. I believe that we do have situations out there where like I remember talking about Brian McKnight's children, and they did come across as very, they did come across as basically lazy bums, right? However, with that being said, again, you raised them. Like, I'm sorry. As much as parents may not want to hear this, and I'm not saying that all of it falls on you, because we all get to a point, again, where we make our own decisions, whether it's at 18, 19, 30, 40, 50, right? But some of that responsibility still falls back on you. You raised them. Or maybe you didn't raise them. Maybe that's the problem too. My child could be 40 years old. This is what somebody wrote. My child could be 40 years old and I'd never allow them to live in a car. I'd never allow my grandchildren to live with my child's friends, knowing how hard it is out here. And then he responded, that's you. But you can't be upset with Dre. She said assistance stopped in 2020. Did you ask yourself why? He also said that he's not his kid's first choice. He's his kid's last option. Basically, if his kids need some help and they come to him, then he knows for a fact that basically they have went down every road possible, and basically he's like, I don't know. I think it's trash. I do know. It's trash ass behavior. What's the point of having all this goddamn money if you're not gonna help your kids out, right? And again, I am gonna give LaTanya the benefit of the doubt, because we know the man that Dr. Dre is, or the man that he is not. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the benefit of the doubt to LaTanya for this one until I find something else out that just goes to show that she's just trifling, right? But even with that being said, again, what about your grandbabies? Let's say your daughter is trifling. You're not gonna get your grandbabies? And you got the money. Even if you don't want to raise your grandkids, you got the money to hire a couple of nannies. Hey, look, my baby's coming to stay with me. We're gonna need to hire some help. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna need to hire some help, get a couple of nannies up in here, get a couple of drivers to make sure they get back and forth to school. Like, you got all of this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't understand why black people think that it is okay for Dr. Dre to be a billionaire and have his daughter out here living in a car and his grandchildren moving from address to address to address to address. And then put it on the fact that she's almost 40. Yes, she's almost 40. Yes. And what else? What else is going on? I don't have nothing else to say. I think that as a whole, we're going to have to do better, y'all. That whole mentality of just struggle. Well, baby, you 18. Hey, get out of my house. Damn. Like, y'all kicking folks out at 18. Bitch, 18 is still a child. AKA, girl, I mean, not AKA, girl, hence 18. Teen. Y'all kicking folks out at 18, right? Once you leave, you can't come back. I know 100% that if I call my grandmama today and say, Nanny, I need to come home, she gonna say, okay. If I call my mama and say, Mama, I need to come home because I just need to get it together, she gonna say, okay. I don't know. And we ain't got no money. Hello? We ain't got no money. Dr. Dre is a billionaire. Or close to one. Shout out to everybody who thinks that black people just supposed to struggle. You know, it is what it is. I'm done talking about this. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.